How to manage an entire project just by texting an AI agent. Hi, my name is Daniel. Watch this video till the end and I'll share with you how to do this using an AI agent built in N8N and Telegram bots. Now let's start with the context. Let's take managers and consulting companies with the constantly increasing pressure that have to fulfill all their terms of contracts and have risks and bottlenecks in their projects that have to be taken into account to successfully implement projects. However, due to the large number of tasks, some risks can be not seen, and then there is a risk of failing an entire project for a manager. Thus, this module that we will create, this multi-agent AI system will analyze all tasks, find risks and bottlenecks, and help managers to successfully implement a project. Therefore, the main objective is to design and develop an analytical module that helps managers to manage tasks, analyze them, find possible risks and bottlenecks for further successful project implementation. In terms of the important facts that I would like to mention, there are 3 of them. Firstly, only 1 out of 200 IT projects delivers the intended benefits on time and within budget. Secondly, nearly 10% of every dollar is lost due to poor project efficiency. And thirdly, 44% of project managers do not use any project management software at all. Here you can see 3 main features that I would like to develop in this version of the module. Firstly, module has to analyze the contract and identify key tasks. The module has to create tasks in Python. And thirdly, the module has to do risk and bottleneck analytics of the project based on tasks data from Python. On the right side of the screen, you can see the use case diagram with 2 roles. First is the project manager, that is the main user of the module, and the Telegram bot that is used to connect the project manager to the AI system that will be created in N8N. Here you can see our 4 main functions. The one new function is the start command that shows a welcoming message in a Telegram bot. Now let's talk about user requirements that we have, functional and non-functional requirements. In terms of functional, I have that the user must be able to upload the text of a contract directly via a Telegram. The user must be able to send a list of tasks with subtasks to the module and receive structured cards in Python. And also the system must analyze the tasks on the Kanban cards in Python and find risks and bottlenecks of the project. In terms of the non-functional requirements, that is also important. The module must respond within 10 seconds for most curious to maintain a fluid conversation with the user. Then the module should support both Russian and English inputs and outputs, and the system must be able to handle multiple concurrent user sessions without the conflict. Here I would like to tell a little bit more how does the module works. At first, user opens the Telegram bot, selects the comment start, and the welcoming message then is shown. Then there are 3 main commands that a project manager can choose. Firstly, terms where a project manager sends a text of the contract in a text format to the Telegram bot. Then this bot analyzes a contract, show key tasks from this contract that have to be made. For example, like the developments of some documents, some functions in a system like SAP, and then this multi-AI agent creates cards in Python. Further, I will show how these cards look like. Also, project manager can select the comment items. He can write down subtask for each tasks. That's exactly these subtasks will be used to create Python cards. And then project manager, you can select the comment analytics, where the Telegram bot or the multi-agent behind it will take all cards from the Kanban boards, analyze them, analyze information that's on all these cards, and show a message with this analytics, and maybe show some follow-up questions to understand some problems a little bit more. In terms of the architecture, this architectural module is a multi-agent AI system built in N8N and connected via APIs to other softwares. I have 4 main parts of the module. It's firstly N8N, that is the open source tool for process automation, then Kiten, that is the online project and task management platform, then PostgreSQL, that is a cloud DBMS called Supabase, and the LLM models from the American research organization OpenAI. Here you can see the workflow in 8 and N. Here's the whole structure. Here's the first part. Here you can see that the left node is the first node where everything starts. These first 5 nodes are the system nodes that I used to connect that multi-agent in 8N to the Telegram bots. After that, you can see that I connect to the Supabase to understand at what place each user is, to not to start each session with the starts button with the welcome message. Here you can see the switch nodes that connect 5 branches. Firstly is the start command. It was already shown by me in the use case diagram, where this command shows a welcome message. Then we have branch terms. It is the branch that is made for analyzing the terms. The terms, it shows main tasks that have to be made. Then there is branch after this that is called items. There is an LLM model that analyzes these main tasks and the contract again and shows subtasks. Then we have a branch called analytics. At the bottom, you can see that there is also an LLM model. I have chosen 4.0. I was developing it in May of 2025 of this year. And one more branch is for the unknown commands. Here you can see how the nodes in N8N looks like. It was written by me in JavaScript. It was written with some comments in Russian. Here you can see how the nodes AI agents items looks like. This is the first part of this node. Here you can see the system message that tells the LLM model, the nodes, this agents for one branch, how to act. It tells that this node, this agent is the AI assistant that helps with something. There is some plan of actions and so on and so forth. Here you can see the second part of this node. Here you can see the section parameters, and there is a think tool description that tells how this AI agent has to think. Here you can see the Kanban in Python. Here you can see 2 main parts of it: the project scope with a queue and project process with 3 parts in it: to do, doing, and done. When this multi-AI agent system creates tasks, it creates cards in a queue. After that, a user can move these cards, and this multi-agent system will see it and make analytics based on all cards that exist on these boards, and doesn't matter where these cards are, were they moved. Maybe a user, a project manager have written on these cards something, and so on and so forth. Here you can see a little bit more details about the cards. Here you can see that these cards was created by an AI agent. It has added the title, and here you can see the subtasks that was written by a user on the command items. Also, you can see the type. The type was given. It's a type feature. The member that is responsible for this card was also taken, and the theme was added. Theme is the block is main tasks that is shown by the AI agents by the comments in Telegram bots in the comments contracts. It's like the main tasks, and the main task is 1 to develop a form, and 1.1 is the subtask. Here you can see how does a Cloud DBMS PostgreSQL code supabase looks like. It's quite simple. There is only one table with 3 columns: user ID, last comment, and updated in order to make an AI agent to able to remember where the user is. Here you can see an OpenAI API usage. Here you can see that for the whole process of development I have used around 1.2 million tokens and spent around $2. Here you can see how this Telegram bot looks like. At the left side you can see the description of this bot. If you want, you can find this bot in Telegram by its username. At the right side you can see a welcoming message. Here you can see that all comments that this bot is able to perform are stated. Here you can see what our bot shows when a user chooses the comment terms. Here you can see that a user sends a contract in a text format, and after that an AI agent sends a list of main tasks. After that, the Telegram bot needs to know subtasks in order to create cards in Kython. After that, it means that a user have to push the comment items and send written by themselves these subtasks. So user must take these main tasks like 1, 2, 3, 4 and write for each task 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, and exactly this 1.1, 1.3 and so on and so forth an AI agent will take and create cards in Kython. Here you can see that from previous contract that was shown on the previous page, 32 cards in Kython were created. Here you can see what the user receives after the comments analytics. Here's the description of all tasks, some risk data and follow-up questions that the user can write answer to and get feedback, analytics of problems, what can be improved, what are some hidden challenges in the process of the development of a project. Here I would like to show also a market analysis. I have developed it for the Russian market. So this module is suitable from my point of view for 2 markets at once. This module can be placed in the intersection of 2 markets, the market of project management software and the market of RPA solutions. The module can be developed as a startup, and then I believe that I should first enter the Russian market with this module and then the global market. So I would like to take currently the Russian RPA market as the core and use the subscription business model. In terms of the main competitors, here you can see Pix RPA, Atom Rita, Salute RPA, Rim RPA, and Robin or the robotic intelligence. These companies are pretty huge, but I can say that none of them have module that I have developed there. After it, let's speak about market dynamics. We will analyze 2 markets with 2 views, the Russian market and the global one. So the project management software in Russia, the industry size is 20 billion rubles or $222 million. the growth rate from 2024 to 2025 is approximately 15 to 20%, and the growth forecast for the next year from 2025 to 2026 is also around 15 to 20%. After that, the global market is around 8.04 billion rubles. The growth rate from the previous year to 2025 to this year is 11%, and forecast for the next year is also 11%. Now let's talk about the RPA markets. The Russian market has industry size of $242.2 million. Growth rate from the previous year to start of this year is 25%, and the growth from 2025 to 2026 is around 25%. The global market can be estimated at $9.91 billion. The growth rate from the previous year to the start of this year is 25%, and the growth from 2025 to 2026 is around 25%. So that's all. See you in the next video.